So as a follow-up to the last question where we were talking about the future of data science, a lot of people want to start in the area, but a lot of people are completely confused and don't know where to start or how to even be someone in the data science sphere. So what would be a great piece of advice that each one of you would give to one guy or one girl that says, I love this area and I want to start, so what should I do?
So I have a bias in this because my business is to sell education in this area, so I should make that clear up front. But I do think education is the way to go. So I've been, one of the things that's concerning me for the last couple of years due to the
massification of massive open online courses?
Well, I'm not so worried about online courses because I think they're actually very good ones. And this is a market problem and the university has to deal with that, like in any market. But what I'm worried about is people working in this area without proper education. And in some cases, I have students that haven't taken a course, haven't taken any program in the area, and they read a bunch of blog posts and they read a couple of tutorials on how to run deep learning or some other thing.
Copying instead of
and they don't understand what's happening, and they're still using it, and you make them. They make mistakes, of course. It's always they will make mistakes. They don't read the books, the big books. They just read the blog post because the attention span is too short for books.
They make mistakes, but they are unable to see the source of their mistakes.
And that's the worst case, is because it is, if you have a set of data and if you have a tool, you can always get results. The problem is whether those results are correct and whether they're useful. And you can only, and to be honest, not even us at university can teach. We can teach about correctness, but usefulness is another story. And it's very hard to teach. But if you don't even go to the university or take any kind of even online courses, if you don't learn from somebody who actually knows it, it's really dangerous because people are using it. It's the equivalent of fake news for machine learning. It's people doing the wrong things, using technology in the wrong way.
So, learning a lot first would be a good way.
First, learn a lot.
Well, my advice would be learn to be simple. Learn statistics, a lot of statistics. Please do learn statistics. Second, learn statistics. Second, learn Python.
I have to second that.
Learn Python, which is maybe the best. I'm not sure it's the best, but it's a good language to learn things here. And third, learn logic, philosophy, because you can train your mind to test things, and logic and philosophy are good to frame your mind. But please do learn statistics and Python.
And if I may add something, we're using the wrong expression actually, because I don't think the right expression is data science. It's actually data science and engineering, because every data analysis project has a very strong component of technology, and there's room for people with knowledge in technology. But still, the word science there is important. And what Paulo was saying is, I would say that besides logic, they have to learn logic, but they also have to learn about how to do research, because a lot of the work that we do in data science is actually investigating hypotheses, exploring data, and so on. And if you don't know the scientific process, then you get, again, wrong conclusions.
And I have to second both of your opinions. I usually, when people ask me that question, I usually answer them what my old teacher, my mentor during my master's thesis, always told me that a data scientist thinks in algorithms, not in programming languages. Mm-hmm. So to work the basics first and then work the code. And it's really, really important. For a last question, and has a fun add to our interview, I'm going to ask you 2 questions that were left by the last people that I interviewed, and I'm going to ask you for you to leave 2 questions for the next people to be interviewed. So, Raquel asked, what do you think the future of data science in Portugal will be? Especially, she wonders if we're going to catch up with other countries, or we're going to have our own niche of data science. We have our own thing. What do you think?
Well, I don't really think we have that much catching up to do. There are a large number of researchers in Portugal in this area which have been here from the start, or almost from the start. People in Porto, in Lisbon, in Coimbra, they've been working in artificial intelligence for many years. There was a book about, I think, I read this book in the early 90s about researchers in Portugal doing, and you had people all over, and this was the early 90s.
I've started my master's in complexity sciences in 2012, so we already had some research by then.
Yeah, but I'm talking about people working in this area
since the 90s.
Well, no, since the 60s.
The 60s.
We have people in Portugal working in AI since the 60s, and in artificial and in machine learning, we have people working it also from very early. In fact, the first European workshop on machine learning was held here in Portugal.
Right. And so, are we going to evolve to a more niche kind of data science, or to a more catching up like America, for example?
I think the question is important because the role of research is changing, and for us at the university, we have to adapt. Because suddenly some companies are investing more resources into research, particularly in artificial intelligence and in machine learning, that we can ever dream of at the university. And this is a really hard challenge for us. And of course, in Portugal, we have none of those companies are staying in Portugal. We're talking about companies like Google and Facebook and Apple and so on.
We have our own unicorns like FEUP and Farfetch. Maybe they'll take
at a different scale. Yeah, I think, and we do have some companies, and those are some of the examples. But even more traditional companies, for instance, here at the department, we have recently established a program with Soares, which is a traditional company, on funding PhD researchers. And companies like FEUP and Farfetch, of course, they are companies that they have their own research departments and they are doing good research. On the other hand, the scale is a completely different scale.
Yeah.
And I think that is. I'm not sure if we have to catch up, because I think in terms of intellectual capital, we're fine. Our students go everywhere and they're very successful. I think what we have to come up with a way is a smart way of the size of the country not being hindrance to participating in the developments, and that's an important challenge.
So,
I can confirm that. When I start searching things like natural processing language, well, a lot of the papers I was confronted with are from Portuguese, and they come from the 90s and before that. But from the 90s, from the early the early century, yes. I was, wow, we have a lot of people working and working hard. One of the big minds, one of the big names respected worldwide is Pedro Domingos. He went from, I think from Coimbra, from
Lisbon,
from technique.
But he's not the only one. We have Manuel Veloso currently at Goldman Sachs. And at
this-
Google,
we
the guy
have-
from NLP, whose name I forgot.
We have a lot of people who are in this meet today who are doing international work also, so
Yes. And companies like Endeavor, of course.
we still have to believe in ourselves more than
The
anything.
scaling problem it's a very important
Scale
one.
is
And-
important.
And the language problem is another, because there's a lot of things that we must do specifically to Portuguese.
So,
I just remember the name of the research. It's Fernando Pereira, who's currently at Google. So 3 of the top people in the world in the area are Portuguese. They're not in Portugal, they're Portuguese.
Yes, but they are Portuguese. And
moving
this
on.
is global. We talk about 2 companies that, well, they are Portuguese, but they are global. Maybe they started here, but they are not
We
Portuguese
just
companies
just
anymore.
call them Portuguese unicorns. because
Yes,
we have to
Portuguese
we have to have
unicorns.
to be very proud of them.
Well, but they don't fit in Portugal. Otherwise, they wouldn't be unicorn.
So now for a more controversial question. Rui left you a question. Do you think we are heading for a machine learning winter or not?
Oh, that's the easy one. Yes.
Why?
Yeah, because that's the advantage of being old. Because I've been there, done that. So I've seen this happening so many times. The example that I gave to young people is concerned with people are all excited about deep learning. The story I tell is from 2006. I was attending the European Conference in Machine Learning, and a very good researcher, German researcher, was talking to me. I was working in decision trees, and he said, "Why do we work in decision trees? Nowadays they are completely useless. You just need to design a kernel, and then use support vector machines." And everybody at the time was doing support vector machines. But your generation probably heard of support vector machines, which are actually much more elegant than neural networks. It's a beautiful algorithm. But your generation never even heard of it. And this is 2006, where the hype of the SVMs was very strong. So we've seen the hype go up and down. So my concern as a researcher is, as I said earlier, I don't know how to do anything else. And my funding, currently it's reasonably easy to get funding, but when the promise fails, which will fail, because we're doing crazy things, when the promise fails, then funding will go away without a drain. And my concern right now is to actually try to make people understand what we can do, what we can't do, so that when the disappointment creeps in,
Put machine
it's not
learning
so
with,
strong.
with their feet on the ground, so
I think so.
it would be able to evolve.
Yeah, that's it. Carlos said it all. Because we have the hype. We are still in the hype curve. We are peaking. I don't know. Maybe the peak was 6 months ago. Maybe it's 6 months later. I'm not sure, but we are near the peak. And then
We're dangerously close to the peak, I think.
yes, we are near to the peak, or ascending or descending. We are close to the peak. And then we will go to a winter, which is especially a problem of funding. Because the hype and, in
It's like
2, 3, 4
funding is
years.
like fashion.
Yes,
It's the money always follows the thing that's on the trend.
Yes, but the results, the good results, they will come in 4, 5, 6, 10 years, and we have companies doing this and making money with it, but we must go through the
Okay. So, great answers. Now it's your time to pose the questions.
That is that.
There's no holds barred. It can be as funny as you want, as insightful as you want. What's one thing you would like to ask to a person that works on the area?
I don't know deep learning. Am I a machine learning researcher?
That's a great one. And how about you?
I don't know. Let's try to invent something.
You don't need to overthink it. So just one thing that I'm curious to, what do you think about this?
No, my great curiosity, why did you Why did you come here in the first place? Why are you interested in this? It's just because of the hype, or you do like researching this because of human, because of mentality, because of intelligence. We don't know what intelligence is. Is that your driving?
True motivation for,
Yes,
or
your
is it
motivation, or it's just hype? Because if it's just hype, well,
Go away. Go away.
It was great talking to you both. I think this was an interesting conversation, and
Thank you very much.
we'll see you around. Thank you.
Thank you.